Hey guys, what's going on? Dylan from OneLifeMotivation.com. Today I wanted to chat with you guys a little bit about my life. I wanted to share with you guys some of the challenges that I'm going through, and I feel like it really could resonate with some of you guys out there who watch my videos, who read my content. Maybe we're going through the same thing, but I really wanted to chat about starting an online or starting a business, not just an online business, just starting any business while you're working a full-time job. I feel like this is a really common thing today. More and more small businesses are being opened up, and a lot more people are opening up businesses while they're working a full-time job, and they're trying to transition from working their day job to working full-time at their own business. So I feel like there's a lot of people out there, and that's why I really wanted to make this video today, so I can kind of share some common ground with you guys, and we can kind of see some things that we have in common, and I'll share some of the challenges that I've been going through, and a lot of the challenges that I go through are really common challenges that people go through starting a business. And then after I tell you my challenges that I'm going through, and then I'm going to give you guys some of the lessons learned, things I learned along the way, and things that you guys could be doing in case you're facing the same kinds of challenges that I am. Maybe you guys can take some of the things that I've learned and some of the things that I'm doing now, and maybe you guys can take that to improve your business, to improve yourself. It could be anything, improving your family time, your personal time, improving your business, improving your work ethic, whatever it is. If you guys could, there's so many challenges that we all face every day, building a business and working full time, trying to take care of our families, take care of ourselves. It's a lot. So that's really why I wanted to make this video today, so I could really help you guys out. Maybe I could really touch that, just hit that one person out there that can help them out. So that's really why I wanted to make this video. Alright guys, I feel like I'm rambling on here, so let's get started on this video. Alright, so probably my number one challenge that I face, building my business, working full time, is definitely trying to balance the amount of time that I'm spending with my wife and then balancing the time that I'm building my business. I feel like that is one of the things that I've struggled with the most, and I still struggle with this today. It's really challenging because you're working all day long. You're trying to build your business. You're trying to build a business that's able to run itself and something that's able to provide income for you and your family. So it takes a lot of time, and then you also have to give time to your family, and you also got to give time to yourself. So that's a lot of time. However, you have to remember that we all have 24 hours in a day. All right, so that is definitely one of the biggest challenges that I've faced, is trying to balance the time for everything in my life. And some of you are even trying to balance school as well. So you're trying to balance working, building a business, going to school. If you have family, it's a lot. All right, so that is definitely one of the biggest challenges that I have personally. Maybe it's not one of your guys' biggest, but it's definitely something I struggle with the most. Another thing that I struggle with, maybe not a lot of you guys probably don't really struggle with this, because for those of you who don't know, I'm in the active duty military. I'm currently stationed in Misawa, Japan. So one of the things that I struggle with is the time zone. The time zone difference really kills me sometimes, because I'm up when when people in the United States are sleeping. So it makes it a little challenging, because then I have to work, schedule my hours in a way that I'm able to try to be up in the morning when the United States is up in the morning, and when the United States is in the evening time. So I have to schedule and try to do certain things during the day. Like my 11 o'clock at night is your 9 a.m. in the morning. So that's when a lot of people are going online, or they're searching, watching my videos while reading my blog posts and whatnot. So I got to be trying to find ways to schedule things to be uploaded during that time, be up during that time. And I wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning, because then that's time that you guys in your evening time. My 4 a.m. in the morning is like 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the time zone really gets in the way for me sometimes, and it's a struggle trying to figure out how I can upload content and write blog posts and whatnot during the times you guys are most active. So that's definitely one challenge that I go through. Probably a lot of you probably don't go through this, but it's definitely a challenge that I go through. Another thing that I struggle with, and something that I'm sure a lot of you guys probably struggle with, is when you guys are working at your daytime job. I continuously think about, and I'm always thinking about, how I can build my business, working on my business, just anything about my business. I am constantly thinking about this stuff during the day while I'm at work. And it's hard because when you're building something, you're so passionate about it. You want to build it up. You want to create something. This is literally your baby. All right, it's your baby that you're literally making from scratch. All right, so you are going to be thinking about this thing constantly because you're going to become extremely, or if you're not already building a business, you guys are going to become extremely attached to this thing that you're creating. So it's really hard to not think about it and to actually focus on your job during the day. However, you guys got to realize that it's awesome and great to be able to build a business. However, you got to realize that you have to put your full effort and your dedicated time during your daytime job, because you don't want to slack off at work, but then work hard during your business. Because an entrepreneur, one of the greatest things about being an entrepreneur is that you're always, I'm trying to think of how I can word this. You will always put forth your full effort in everything that you do. That is one of the greatest traits that you can possibly build in yourself. So working full time, and then just not really slacking off on it, not really working hard, just kind of going through the motions, but just thinking about your business. And as soon as you get home, working hard on your business. That is not the way you should operate. You should create a habit of working hard no matter what you do. And any task that you are doing, even if it is not your passion, what you are striving to do, you should always finish strong, work hard for it, create the habit of putting forth all of your effort during the day, during your daytime job, then also putting forth all of your effort during your business at night, and spending time with your family, being fully present in the moment. All right, so this is turning into an advice section, but just making sure that you guys need to realize that when you guys are at work and during your daytime job, you need to be focusing on your daytime job. Another struggle that I go through is trying to financially manage the business and financially manage my personal life, all right, with me and my wife. All right, so what I mean by this is, when you guys are first building your business, it's a small business, you're not going to have a whole separate account, an accountant running it, a bookkeeper running it. It's going to be all together in your one account all at the same time. So if you're trying to build a business, you're going to be having expenses going through your account for your business and then for your personal life. So you guys struggle is trying to organize both of them so that you're not getting mixed up when you're trying to budget. You're not getting mixed up between your business expenses and your personal life expenses. It can get really crazy if you guys are not on top of it. So that is probably one of the higher ones on this list. I'm not going in any specific order or whatnot, but one of the other struggles, probably one of the highest struggles, is trying to financially manage your business and then your personal life. Another one is trying to manage the stress from your daytime job, the stress from creating your business, the stress from your family, your friends and whatnot, trying to peer pressure you when you're doing things. There's a lot of stress that's going to be going on in your life. All right, you're going to be dealing with lots of pressure, lots of stress, lots of you're being pulled in different directions all at the same time, and that is definitely a struggle, especially if you are not mentally tough. If you don't know exactly what you want in your life and where you want to go, and don't have a strong why, it can be very difficult. Being pulled on different directions, because you have stresses at work, things that you need to get done, deadlines at work, projects that need to be turned in, meetings that need to be done, calls that need to be done at work, stressors. Then your business, you got to be building your business, getting sales, hiring people, all the stressors that come with a business, and then with your family, trying to please them, trying to spend time with them, trying to make them happy. It's a lot of stress that's going to be going on. However, you gotta remember that pressure creates diamonds. Final one that I have here is your social life. All right. For me, this isn't really a big issue for me. However, I know for a few other people it might be an issue. But your social life, when you're building a business and working full time and have a family, if you have a family, your social life, out the window. Forget about it. You are not going to have a social life when you are trying to build a business working full time. If you are trying to hang out with your friends all the time, build a business, go into your full-time day job or full daytime job, it's not going to happen. You're going to have to make a choice. Building a business is a choice that you're going to have to make. You cannot half-ass this thing. If you are trying to go out, drink, have fun with your friends, that's cool, but you're not going to be able to really build a sustainable, successful business. So you guys gotta have to make a choice. All right, so that's my final struggle on my list is your social life out the window. All right, so next up on this list is now what you can do to overcome these challenges that you guys are going to be facing, these stressors being pulled in different directions. All right, these are going to be what you can do and things that I've learned along the way and some lessons learned and things that I do now to deal with the challenges that I come across by building a business. So, lesson number 1 that I learned is plan, plan, plan. You guys are going to have to learn to plan your days out. If you guys do not plan your day, all right, if you do exactly what I did when I first started out, I was a mess when I first started out, and I still struggle with this today. I'm still learning this process, but one of the biggest things I struggled with was planning. All right, when I first started out, I didn't plan my days. I didn't plan what I wanted to get done, what I wanted to do during that day, just so I could see my progress. I just kind of went about it and just did whatever came to mind, and that led to not being extremely productive. It just led to, just kind of dilly-dallying and doing busy work. And by busy work, I mean like searching through emails constantly or going on my social media pages constantly. Just busy work, not actually getting things done, because I didn't actually know what I needed to be getting done until something popped into my head. So when you guys are first starting out, you guys need to plan what you want to accomplish in your day. You can do this in the morning, or you can do it at night. I'm trying to do this at night now. I've been trying to write out what I want to get done the next day. So start planning. Just get down what you want to get done with your business, things you want to accomplish. Just so when you actually wake up the next day, or when you go through your morning and through your afternoon, you already know what you want to get done when you get home. All right, so you won't be going home. If you have a family, you won't be going home and saying hi to them and dilly-dallying and just kind of going randomly about whatever thing comes up. You actually will know what you want to get done. All right, so you will know that you want to go to the gym. If you're starting your business, you work on your business for an hour or two. Spend time with your family. You can read, whatever it is. You guys will know exactly what you want to do. So there will be no questions asked. There will be no time wasted. So that you'll be able to make the most out of your time. All right, so plan your days. All right, lesson number 2 is separate your expenses from your business and from your personal life. Okay, now the way that I do this is I have a spreadsheet. I have a spreadsheet of my business expenses. I'm able to track them, what's going on. It's an income included, income as well. You're going to be able to track all of your expenses, so that way when you go through your account, you'll be like, okay, all right, so this is for my business, this is personal, this is business, this is personal. So that way you will actually be able to see how much money is being spent on your business and in your personal life. Just so at the end of the month, you look at your account and you're like, holy crap, where did all my money go? Or where did this go? Or where's all this money going? You guys will actually be able to see where all of your money going, all right? So another probably thing I could probably go with this is just be organized. Be an organized person. If you are not organized with your finances and you're trying to start a business, I'm sorry to say, but you are going to fall quickly. Make sure you guys get organized. Organized on your stuff. Know exactly what you're spending your money on. Know exactly where your money is going. So that way you guys will be able to actually track where everything's going, and then you won't be looking at your account at the end of the month flabbergasted at where the money's gone and that your money is just disappearing. My third lesson is make sure you guys are rewarding your accomplishments, things that you achieve along the way, for getting work done, for being organized, just for the things that you reach along the way, not just your top goals. Make sure you guys are rewarding yourself for the things that you're doing constantly. Because if you don't reward yourself, you're gonna start to, I guess, fall apart in a way. You're gonna start to feel like you aren't achieving anything throughout your days. You're gonna start to feel like you really aren't making any progress, when really you are. You really are making progress. You're just not seeing the little things along the way. All right, so reward yourself. Reward yourself like with like having a night to yourself, going out, having a night to go out with friends, having a night going out with your wife or your family. It's important to reward yourself in these ways by going out and spending time with your family and having time away from your business and just enjoying your time out. Because when you actually link rewarding yourself to these things, you're going to start to actually feel like you're accomplishing things. Something that I do at the end of the day is I'll write in my journal every day. I'll write things that I accomplished throughout the day, and it allows me to go to sleep feeling accomplished because I'm able to earn my sleep in a way. Like, all right, I worked pretty hard today. Good job. Good job, Dylan. I worked hard today. I got my stuff done. I didn't reach everything on my list, but I got a lot done. So make sure you guys are awarding yourself for things that you're doing along the way. Lesson number 4. All right, now this is a very, very hard realization to come across, but once you come across this realization, your patience is going to go through the roof, and you're going to realize that you're actually able to accomplish a hell of a lot more in long term. And this lesson is realize that your business is not going to blow up, start making money, become big overnight. All right, there's no such thing as an actual overnight success. All right, I mean, it's very hard to accept this in the beginning because when you first start this, I know that people are always like super hardcore, like, yes, in a year I'm gonna start making 6 figures at the end of this year, yada yada yada, and then life happens, things happen. It's very, very hard to accept this reality, but as soon as you accept this reality, you will end up being able to plan hell of a lot more and a lot better for building your business to be more productive and to be more successful. All right, so because people overestimate what they can get done in a year, but they extremely underestimate what they can get done in 5 to 10 years. All right, just take the time right now, look back 5 years from now, look back, when 5 years ago, and look at how many things have changed, how much you've accomplished, where you were at to where you are now. If you guys take the time to actually look at this, you will see how much can actually be done in 5 years. And when you think about it, 5 years really is not that much time. All right, so don't think that you're going to be able to become an extremely successful entrepreneur, quit your day job, making 6 figures in a few months or a year. All right, this takes time. This is a process. Okay. For those of you who haven't went to college like me, I didn't go to college. For those of you who are trying to start this business, this is a process, and you will absolutely pay for your entrepreneurial tuition during this process. You're going to reach failures. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to hit bumps in the road. You're going to have highs and you're going to have lows. It is all part of the process of becoming an entrepreneur. All right, and this process is like the gateway to joining the club of being an entrepreneur, because every single entrepreneur out there has been through this process, and it is what creates amazing entrepreneurs, and it is the only reason why the entrepreneurs who are extremely successful today are actually there, because everybody else quit when things got hard and because things took too long. All right, so realize this is not going to happen overnight. Lesson number 5. All right, this kind of goes with lesson number 4. But talking about just dealing with entrepreneurs have all went through that process. Lesson number 5 is actually finding the entrepreneurs or the people going through this process, or the people who have went through the process already. All right. So being able to find a mentor or somebody going through the same thing that you're going to, it allows you to be able to get rid of some of the stress that you guys are going to be feeling when you're building a business. All right, having someone to relate to who's going through the same things that you're going through, who have went through the same things you went through, it's very special, and it's very difficult to find people who have went through the same stuff that you're doing, and someone who actually will take the time out of their day to talk with you. But when you guys are actually able to find somebody to talk to, make sure you guys establish a really awesome relationship with this person, because they can really help you out in the future. Because going through this process is extremely stressful. It's a long process. Just like in the past topic I talked about before, it's a very long process. It's stressful. You're going to be hitting highs and hitting lows. But having that person to go along with it with you, it's very special, and it really allows you to take a lot of stress off of your back and realize that you're not the crazy one. That you're not the only one going through this. Being able to see that hundreds and hundreds of people have went through this process before you. Being able to see that it takes a lot of weight off your back, and finding someone who is going through the same stuff that you're going through. Please, if you guys want to talk with me, you just throwing this in here. If you guys want to talk with me, please talk with me. I love to talk with you guys, and to, you know, build relationships and talk with you guys going through the same process as I am. All right, so it's very special. All right, so find someone to talk to, find a mentor, someone going through the process or went through the process. It'll help you guys out a ton. All right, lesson number 6, and this kind of goes with the ones before as well, is don't beat yourself up if you make a mistake or you fail or you reach those low points. All right, lots of people are super guilty of beating themselves up. As soon as they make a mistake or a failure, they automatically think, oh, I'm not cut out for this, I can't do this, I wasn't meant to do this, this just isn't going to happen. They reach that one failure and they automatically just quit. All right, you guys are going to have to realize that you're going to be going through failures. You're going to be going through mistakes. You're going to mess up. You're going to hit those low points, like I said earlier. You guys are going to have to realize that in order for you to become a successful entrepreneur, you're going to have to take those failures and the mistakes that you make and learn from them. And there is no actual failure in messing up and quitting, or not quitting, but like messing up and just making a mistake, right? There's either success or there's learning. You guys need to learn to take these failures and make them into, you know, your education. Learn from them, learn from your mistakes, learn from your failures, and you guys will make a hell of a lot more progress along the way building your business and becoming successful. All right, so a quote that I like, really like a lot by Robert Kiyosaki, from, you know, a guy who wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad, is, I have it written down right here, and it's, starting a business is like jumping out of an airplane without a parachute in midair. The entrepreneur begins building a parachute and hopes it'll open before hitting the ground. All right, so this really kind of ties in all of those past lessons that I just kind of grouped into this video. When you guys are become an entrepreneur, when you make the decision to become an entrepreneur, there is no such thing as knowing what's going to happen in 5 years from now. Just like I said in the quote, you're going to jump out of the airplane and you guys are going to have no idea what's going to happen in the years to come. You will have an end goal where you want to end up, where you want to achieve, what you want to have. However, between that, you have no idea what's going to happen. And that part is building the parachute. Your business right now, your starting point, where you're at, you are building your parachute. You've jumped out the plane. If you're becoming an entrepreneur, you have jumped out. You made a decision, so that part, the decision is jumping out of the airplane. And building your business is building that parachute. Now, the only way you will be able to become successful is if you make that parachute correctly, you build it correctly, and you are able to allow it to open up, and then you can land safely. And landing is when your business takes off and you guys will be living the amazing life that you have always desired. Your achievements, you will be reaching your dreams, your goals. All right, so that is an amazing quote. I just really wanted to throw that in here. And my last and final lesson that I have for you guys is you realize that people are going to look at you differently. People are going to judge you. People are going to make fun of you. People are going to hate on you, call you crazy, call you weird, question you. Your family's going to ask you. Your friends are going to ask you. Coworkers are going to ask you. You're going to be going through all sorts of craziness. The guys where I work at, they look at what I'm doing and, man, they just think that I'm crazy. You know, you guys are going to have to realize that what you're doing right now isn't the everyday, what the average person is doing. Not the average person cannot handle becoming an entrepreneur. The average person cannot handle all the stressors, all the ups and downs, the failures, the mistakes. But in the end, it is so worth it. So for those of you out there who really care about what people think about you, because I struggle with this. For those of you who really care about what those people think about you, what they're saying, you know, what they say about you, saying that you're making a mistake, do not listen to them. The only person that you need to listen to is yourself. As long as you know that you want this and that you know your why, on why you want to make this happen, why you want to build this, you guys, the sky's the limit. Do not listen to what other people are telling you, because that is your quickest downfall to not allowing your dreams to become reality. Alright guys, there you go. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. I really enjoy sharing this stuff with you guys. This is a really special opportunity for me to connect with you guys and to give you guys some solid advice from what I've learned in the process of starting a business, creating one, working a full-time job. I know that it's extremely stressful. I know that there is so much going on. It feels like you are just being completely overwhelmed with everything that's going on, but realize that there is success in your future as long as you guys follow through, follow your passion, and just keep at it. You guys will achieve anything that you guys want. Sky's the limit. All right, guys, I really appreciate you again. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. I will talk to you guys soon.